And we start out now with the breaking news we've been following for you all morning long.
Yes, a shooting at the Sandia Resort and Casino near Albuquerque this morning. Our News 13's David Romero has been out there now for hours. David, you are getting some new information. What can you tell us at this point?
Well, Elizabeth, the latest information we have is from the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office. They said that Sandia police have taken over this investigation of what happened here earlier this morning. As you can see over my shoulder, this has been the scene out here for about the last few hours. There's still at least one police unit on scene. You can see the sirens in the background, or rather the lights of the squad car. Now, here's what we know. This all started around 3 a.m. The casino security tells us that there is a crime scene currently in the parking garage, and that surrounds 7 vehicles down there. Now, Bernalillo County Sheriff's deputies tell us that there is one victim involved in this situation. As you can see from the video, that person was put into an ambulance and taken to the hospital. Their condition is still not known at this time. Now, when our crew first arrived at the scene, there were many police agencies here, including Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office, State Police, APD, and also Sandia Police. As I mentioned, Sandia Police is now the lead agency conducting the investigation into the shooting that took place here earlier this morning. Now, as for the shooter, we are still waiting information from law enforcement as to their status. And of course, the casino security says that neither the hotel, the casino, the garage, or any of the grounds were under lockdown this morning at any time. People were free to come and go at their own will. We have seen a lot of cars come and go from the casino parking lot throughout the morning, and everything is open in this area. Elizabeth, back to you.
All right, very good to know, David. Thank you for that. We also saw, by the way, police walking around in the casino holding rifles. We, of course, will bring you more information as soon as it becomes available. We are learning more about an accident on I-25 that left 4 people hurt, including a pregnant woman. Deputies say that a woman who was going the wrong way near Santa Fe was drunk. Matt, you have been following details on this dangerous situation.
It was quite dangerous, Elizabeth, and it really turned into a miraculous story of survival. This all started about 6:30 last night on northbound I-25 just north of Santa Fe. Now, sheriff's deputies say a woman who admits she was drunk was driving the wrong way on the interstate and slammed into not just one, but 2 different cars. One of them had this pregnant mom in it. Emergency workers were very concerned about her unborn baby, so they rushed her to the hospital where the baby boy was born. And of last night, we are told he is surviving. Now, that little boy is being transferred to UNM Hospital in Albuquerque. 3 other adults, including the driver, deputies say was drunk and caused the crash, were also rushed to the hospital. We are told all of them should survive. Elizabeth.
A very scary situation right there. And by the way, northbound I-25 was shut down for hours last night, but it is now back open this morning.
A jury selection could begin as early as today for a civil trial against Albuquerque police and one of its officers who shot and killed this Iraq War veteran 3 years ago. Kenneth Ellis's family is suing, saying Officer Brett Lampriest Tremba should not have shot and killed Ellis outside the 7-Eleven on Eubank Northeast back in January of 2010. Ellis had post-traumatic stress disorder, and at the time, he was holding a gun to his own head. Now, the judge in this case already ruled the shooting violated Ellis's constitutional rights, so now the jury will decide how much money the city owes Ellis's family. The trial should take about a week. And in just a couple hours, a former gang member who investigators say here took off from UNM Hospital last month when she was supposed to be in jail should find out how long she's going to spend in prison on other charges. Investigators say this woman, Valerie Guzman, was involved with stealing a car last year. Then last month, police arrested her and took her to the MDC. Then Guzman said she wasn't feeling well. She went to the hospital and she took off running. Investigators caught her a few weeks later. Elizabeth.
The FBI is looking for a green cap bandit who robbed the Wells Fargo on West Rodeo Road in Santa Fe. Yesterday, the man, believed to be in his 50s or 60s, was wearing a baseball cap, Nautica jacket, and jeans when he handed a teller a note. This guy took off with an undisclosed amount of cash. If you know anything, you're urged to call authorities. And the Albuquerque police are still looking for this guy right here. They say he helped rob a Verizon store back in January. Police say 3 men entered the store near Coors and Montano. They say one suspect pulled a gun on an employee. The trio managed to make off with $2,600 in merchandise.
A bill that bans a lot of convicted drunk drivers from buying booze is going all the way to the state Senate now. The bill is from Brian Egoff. He's a Democrat from Santa Fe, and it would treat anyone with an ignition interlock license more like a minor at a liquor store or a bar. It would cost the state up to $200,000 to redesign and reissue ignition interlock driver's licenses.
Some lawmakers are getting serious about passing a law to increase the minimum wage statewide. A bill is now all the way going up to the state house. Now, the Senate actually passed it yesterday, and it would raise the minimum wage from $7.50 an hour to $8.50 across the state starting in July. However, it would not affect businesses with 10 or fewer workers. Republicans are against the plan. In fact, yesterday, a Republican wanted the minimum wage to be raised to nearly $22 an hour, and that was more of a joke than anything and did not pass. Albuquerque City Councilors are standing by their decision to keep a new Walmart from being built. The council voted in favor of blocking the retail giant from building a store at Coors and Montano. The city says it doesn't have anything against the Walmart Corporation and that their decision was based on zoning and land use laws.
All right, that information there coming from the Albuquerque Journal this morning. All right, 5:38 right now.